I want to say it was probably around 2001. My little sister was beating on a dog, and I slammed her down on an air mattress for it. Wasn't fun, wasn't cool, shouldn't have happened to begin with. Now, of course, I went joyriding. I took my mom's car with the intent of driving off a cliff with it, but there ain't no cliffs in Dual County, so I just drove around for a couple hours before going to Zach and Jenny Richmond's, telling them what went on. Well, trying to. I was in a pretty bad way there. Now, years later, that being this year, 11 years later, right? My little sister is letting me know that she's being harassed, threatened, and stalked by people, and so is my niece. She's. The fuck? Alright, there we go. I accidentally pressed a button. Now, my little sister, when she was younger, she didn't want to get in trouble. She had no problems being a chronic liar. Now, once she had a family, once she had a child of her own, it was different. Now, although she didn't run around and tell the truth to everybody like she should have, at least she told me the truth. At least she apologized for what she had done. She said she just didn't want to get in trouble. She was mad at me. So, we both agreed that if I was locked up, people wouldn't be able to use other folks dying as an excuse to harm my sister and my niece. So my little sister, of course, she did some really, really screwed up things this year and last year. And, I'm not happy with her. But I also want her and my niece to be safe. And I let her know. I got a hold of her after she decided to pull that bullshit this year. I got a hold of her. I said, Tara, you know what? If you want to go pretend like I did something horrible to you, if you want to pretend I'm a child molester or rapist, well, Tara, if you put me away like that, then I'll be locked up and they won't be able to come after you and Destiny every time one of these fucking idiots dies. Every time some high risk fucking junkie ends up with a goddamn hole in their head. Just not cool. Now, like I said, my little sister was a chronic liar all growing up. Just couldn't help herself. I mean, that's how she was taught. So of course, when she didn't get what she wanted to throw a tantrum, and it's end of the world, and she went around telling everybody I was some sort of a fucking nasty piece of shit that I wasn't. I was because she was embarrassed. Now later on, she apologized to me, and no, she didn't go running around telling everybody else that she lied, which she should have. She should have told those people that she lied. But you know what? By the time it came around to that point, all those people had already left my life, or damn near all of them. It really didn't matter if Tara told them the truth or not. But now with this bullshit, what's got the cost of my little sister taking advantage of my money the way that she did, the fact that she still wants to pull this stuff about her and Destiny being threatened, being harassed, being followed, being pursued, being stalked, being vandalized. Oh, and Tara decided that she was gonna pull that stupid bullshit. I let her know, hey Tara, you know what? We can go back and pretend that I actually did those things that you went around telling people I did. I'll actually pretend I did those things for your safety, for your daughters. But here's the thing, my little sister, she does lie, especially if she's afraid. But like I said, with her after she had her daughter, wanting to be closer to God, she found religion, and really, really power-pounded religion. And although years and years and years and years ago, see, I was 21 and I'm 42, so that would be 21 years ago. 21 years ago, it was a different story. 21 years ago, Tara did something really fucked up. 21 years ago. Here's something many of y'all don't know. There is 0 statute of limitations on sex crimes. None. So when it comes down to it, my sister has the opportunity, has had the opportunity. Through this entire time, she could have lied. With my permission. She had my permission to lie about me. My permission to pretend I was a child molester or a rapist in order to defend and protect Destiny. And to protect herself. A lot happens in all these years. Back then, my little sister had no problems throwing it out there just because she didn't get what she wanted. Just because she was angry. My sister's different today. Obviously, she's not willing to tell that lie, even to protect herself and her daughter. Not even to protect herself and her daughter from actual harm. A lot of difference. A lot of things can happen in 21 years. Your priorities change. Yeah, my priorities definitely changed when I was an uncle. My sister was not as important to me as she was before she was a mother. Her child became more important, and that's what shifted her lower on the list. And yeah, my sister took advantage of me. Yes, she absolutely did. And yes, it cost me a lot of money, and it cost me evidence, and it is something that she has shown no remorse for. She's done nothing but make excuses and told what she considers little white lies. But now, at 40 years old, my little sister is aware of how damaging false allegations can be. Even with permission to lie about me, to protect her and her daughter by having me locked up. Even then, she's not willing to lie. 20 years ago, she'd have taken me up on the deal. But it ain't 20 years ago. It's today. I don't get a hold of my sister anymore. I don't even try. There's people parked next to me. There's well, if I park somewhere, it seems to me that travelers congregate where I park. They see my vehicle, they assume it's a friendly parking lot for hobos, and they park next to me for the night. When it comes to my little sister and my niece, I'm not going to stop fighting for their rights. I'm not going to stop fighting for their safety. And although I've had people get on and harass me and say, oh, well, if you really cared about your sister and you really cared about your niece, you would have killed those people. Really? Those people were able to lock me up by pretending that I would kill them. How many of them do you think I'd get before they got a hold of my sister or my niece? How many corpses do you think I could make? If I was willing, quite a few. It also depends on the objective. Is the objective a massive body count? Or is the objective to make sure that my predators no longer get to harm anybody else ever again? Because if it's a matter of body count, it's a matter of IEDs, roadside bombs. Quite effective. Now, obviously, I'm against those things. Obviously, I try to convince people not to be violent, not to do horrible stuff like that. My little sister, well, I'm not going to stop talking about the situation. I'm not going to shut up about it. My little sister is, well, it seemed to me and seemed to several meth addicts as well that my little sister was strung out on meth. She came to help me while fucked up on meth. Every time she was going to help me, magically she had to go hang out with Ed after getting money out of me. Yes, Sean, I'll help, but I need this, and I need this, and I need this. All right, Tara, let's go get you those things. We go and get her those things, and what happens? She doesn't keep her word, just like everyone else. We've also got her recorded on my channel talking about how my family was... Well, Tara was the only one in my family who cared. Tara knows I'm not a rapist. She knows I'm not a child molester. She knows I grew up in the system, and she knows I don't have it in me to be one of those. 20 years ago, she was not happy with me. She was embarrassed and she was emotionally hurt, and she felt that that gave her a valid reason to go spreading slander. Big difference between Tara, though, and Maddie Boa spreading that slander. Tara claimed I did bad shit to her. Maddie Boa claimed I did bad shit to Natalie and Alicia Bollinger. Big difference there. I didn't have the opportunity to do anything to Natalie while we were in Virginia. Prior to that, I didn't have the opportunity either. I was busy trying to live my own life. I was busy trying to improve my conditions. And I was busy trying to be her friend too. Y'all don't stop to consider what happens when you make false allegations. My sister didn't think about it 20 years ago, but even knowing that she spread that rumor, she's not willing to try respreading it because she knows it's a lie and she's wrong. Even with my permission, to keep her and my niece safe, she's still not willing to pretend that. Yeah, I'm willing to go to prison to protect my little sister and my niece. I'm willing to go to prison to protect Natalie and Alicia. Natalie's dead, though. She can't be protected. Alicia can. You guys thought it was okay. You thought it was okay to do these things to me. You thought I was just some garden variety junkie running around stalking little girls and trying to fuck them. You jumped to that conclusion without bothering to look at evidence. There is no bright side. There's no bright side in any of this. There's been a lot of women who got a hold of me to claim that they cared and they wanted to do something. But then they're full of shit. They don't keep their word, and I call them out. And then they want to use those words. You know the words. Or they try to use special words to make you seem like you're some sort of a horrible person. Why are you attacking me, bitch? I'm attacking your character. I'm not attacking you. I am attacking who you are as a person. You want to use attack. The word attack. Try to make it seem like I'm doing a bad thing for calling your bitch ass out. No, I'm not attacking you by telling the truth. That's not attacking your character. That's letting people know the content of your character. If you offered to help me and you didn't keep your word, your content of character is jack shit. Anyway, I got stuff I gotta do. No, I don't. I don't have anything to do today. None of it matters without help. None of it matters without somebody who actually gives a shit. It doesn't matter what I do if I'm completely alone in doing all of it. Anyway, maybe with my sister being afraid of going to prison because she did help to rip me off for a lot of money under false pretenses, knowing that I'm an at-risk adult. Thing is, Tara's looking at prison time. Quite a bit of prison time. I mean, there's not just the fact that these are felonies that she committed, even if I weren't an at-risk adult. So here's the thing, is that with my sister committing felonies, she's got to look at prison time of her own and losing her daughter to the system. I hope that doesn't happen. I hope Riley is able to get her. This shit sucks. And I do have to turn my sister in. You know, we could have done this one of two ways. One, she could, well, of course, after the situation where I had to leave, she could either A, pretend that I'm this horrible monster that did horrible things, and of course, with my permission. I even told her I'd plead guilty. Same as I told Natalie Bollinger when she tried to play it off. But you know what? I didn't rape you or molest you, but if you want to pretend that I did, fuck yeah, take me to court. To see people were threatening to kill my family. People that I knew to be violent. People who were nothing but horror stories for years. People like Tim Beeson. People like Ted Bollinger. And people just wanted me to shut up. With my friends not listening, it resulted in my predators killing people. Killing Demetrius Shankling, Tibor Atay. You know, with Ted Bollinger's reputation from his daughters, from his ex-stepmother, or his ex-wives. Yeah, Ted is not a good person. You know, if pretending like I was some sort of sicko pervert like that. You know, that's what people were harming me over. Natalie knew it. She was aware. She just didn't care. She shouldn't be held responsible for her actions because she's a female. That's what we teach them. That's what we teach in the United States. Girls can't do bad stuff. They're made of sugar and spice and everything nice. You better believe her, or she'll throw on the waterworks. Pretend like you would harm her. Pretend, 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 pretend. But Natalie Bollinger didn't do that, did she? Natalie Bollinger didn't run around claiming that I raped her. She didn't run around claiming that I molested her. That came from Maddie Boa. Claiming that I threatened to kill her family. Well, that didn't fucking happen. I want to see in between when I first met Natalie Bollinger. Now, go all the way back to the very beginning. Go all the way back. I want you to show me one time, just one time, where Natalie Marie Bollinger tried claiming that I had raped or molested her. There isn't even once. Not even one. Same thing with Alicia Bollinger. In 6 years, 7 years, I've been treated like I'm some sort of sicko, like I'm a child molester or rapist. Not one victim has ever come forward. Not one person has ever come forward to claim I did such things to them. Maddie Boa didn't go claiming that I did that shit to Maddie Boa. She claimed I did it to Natalie and Alicia. Now there's a lady who got a hold of me and was wanting to offer help, and she cared about me, and she saw me on one of these web sleuth sites. A lady named Rosemary Van Gorder. I let her know she needed to go away, so she sent me a message this morning. I didn't read the whole thing, and I'm not going to. I gave her the opportunity to go away instead of being a fake. It doesn't matter what her response is to that. Not even a little bit. She might pretend like, oh, I'll do something this time, Really? If you were gonna do something, you would have fucking done it. You don't give a shit. You don't care about the innocent. You tell one of them 3 lies, it's good enough. You tell one of those lies and it destroys another person's life. My little sister is not willing to lie about me again, but I'm trying to have her incarcerated for the crimes that she committed, so maybe that'll change her mind. Maybe. Or maybe she'll tell the truth. Maybe she'll come forward with what she knows. Although I do have it recorded on my YouTube channel and other recordings as well that are offline. So, of course, it doesn't matter what evidence I have. The mentally ill tag means that without somebody to go in with me, it doesn't matter. I'm just assumed to be guilty. We're not friends. None of us are friends. You guys are selfish. You're fair weather friends. I thought I had a lot of friends until I hurt my back, and then when I wasn't happy all the time, I didn't matter. All these people who had constantly, always come to me to bombard me with how fucking shitty their lives are, how shitty things are going, constantly. But they can't fucking hear it. They can't take the time to hear it. I don't have a single person who claimed to care about me that is not a fucking hypocrite. Because I have no real friends. I have to do desperate things to try to get heard and to save people's lives. My little sister is a coward. I can't change that. My mom protects child molesters and rapists. On the bright side, I still speak up.